Welcome to Academic Guru's Tutoring Tuesday, where we answer all of your high school, college, and university questions. If you would like your question to be featured on next week's Tutoring Tuesday, please submit your questions to questions@academicgurusinc.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay current with all of our new videos. Today I'll be solving an algebra question that was posed by Bossman12345678990. And the question reads, what is the product of 4s over 3t times 9s squared divided by -4? And as always, I'll be breaking this down into steps. The first step is that we understand the question. And I'll do that by rewriting the question in a way that makes it easier to understand. So my understanding of the question is that it looks something like this. We have 4s over 3t multiplied by 9s squared over -4. And so essentially we're multiplying two fractions. The next step requires that we identify the components of the question. So we have here the variables s and t. We also have the constants 3, 4, -4, and 9. Next, we're dealing with the numerators 4s and 9s squared. Next, we will take a look at the denominators 3t and -4. And finally, we have the mathematical operator, in this case an asterisk, which simply tells us that we are multiplying the two fractions. Now that we've identified the components of the question and we understand what the question is asking, that is to multiply the two fractions together, we can move on to the third step, which requires that we multiply the numerators. We've already identified the numerators as 4s and 9s squared. Therefore, after multiplying the two together, we have 36s cubed. Just in case you're confused by this step, let's go back to understanding the question and identifying the components of the question before we multiply the numerators. From step 2, we understand that we are dealing with the variables s squared, and s cubed. To simplify this, let's think about only the variable s. In other words, let's focus only on the s times s squared part. Another way of thinking about this is that s to the power of 1 is multiplied by s to the power of 2. Whenever you're multiplying two variables, the exponents are added. In this case, the exponents are 1 and 2, and therefore s to the power of 1 multiplied by s to the power of 2 is equal to s, where the sum of the exponents 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, and the product of the two variables becomes s to the power of 3, or s cubed. Now that we understand this, we can move on to the fourth step, which requires that we multiply the denominators. In step 2, we identified the denominators as 3t and -4. Therefore, we are multiplying 3t times -4. And this works out to -12t. Now we can move on to the last step, step 5, which requires that we divide the numerator by the denominator. From step 3, we know that the numerator is 36s cubed and that the denominator is -12t. Therefore, after dividing the numerator by the denominator, we have 36s cubed divided by -12t equals -3s cubed divided by t. So there you are, Bossman12345678990. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for tuning into our Tutoring Tuesday channel. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. We would love to hear from you. Until next week's Tutoring Tuesday, happy studying.